Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Moranah and welcome to the 13th episode of my Tibia series. In this episode we're going to take a look at Bonebeast Island. I've covered the way to unlock Bonebeast Island in an earlier video, which you can find here, so if you haven't seen it yet, you can check it out. Go ahead, it's clickable. Well then, the Bonebeast Island is one of the Forbidden Islands. It is accessible via a portal in Goroma. To get to Goroma, you will need to take the boat from Liberty Bay to Goroma or Treasure Island. Get past the energy barrier and get to the portal, assuming you've unlocked all of this of course. If not, well, why aren't you watching episode 11 already? Once you're on the Bonebeast Island, you'll probably need to clear the surface of the island first. Make sure you don't underestimate a whole pack of Bonebeast and demon skeletons, as they still can take you down quite fast. Especially when you're a derp like me and forget to put on your shield. Once you've cleared the first bit, you can start hunting. I hope you brought an obsidian knife and a fishing rod. The obsidian knife will be used to skin the dead bone beasts and for their bones. The fishing rod will be used to get the gems from slain water elementals. It's pretty hard to spot the difference between a skinned bone beast and a fresh one. When you're looking for corpses to skin, try to look at the structure of the front right paw of the bone beast. If it still looks mostly intact and still has more than 2 talons, it probably can be skinned. If the front paw looks damaged and still only has 1 talon, it probably has been skinned or the bone beast has started to decompose. Now before you go there, it might be wise to know the layout of the island. This is the entrance and the exit of the island. As the name already suggests, the island is littered with bone beasts. There are also quite a lot of demon skeletons and scorpions, which still can provide some easy experience, as they both die rather quickly. In the north part of the island are a few ghosts. You can either completely ignore them or kill them with magic, your call. In the southwestern part of the island is a water elemental spawn. You might want to be careful here, because there can be up to 3 water elementals. Although they don't provide that many experience points, they can be quite tricky. They hit like a truck, and especially when there are 2 or 3 of them, get the hell out of there and kill them one by one if you can. Do not underestimate the damage they can do. The other tricky part of the island is the southeastern part, as there is a giant spider spawn. It's only one, and I could even say that 2 water elementals are far more dangerous than 1 giant spider. However, the underground of the island provides quite some speed, and since giant spiders are pretty speedy by itself, you can imagine what trouble it can bring. When running from a giant spider, try running around something rather than crossing the whole island. The spawn density is very high, and if you start running around like a headless chicken, you will be swarmed with bone beasts and demon skeletons. Now for the skinning of the bone beasts. You really want to make sure you skin each one of them, as the hardened bones they give are the bread and butter of this hunting spot. If you don't get enough hardened bones, you probably won't get profit. Bone beasts also drop a lot of plate armors, but the sad truth is that you can't get those plate armors through the portal. To still get the feeling I don't let those plate armors go to waste, I usually collect some of them on the ground near the exit of the island, and when I'm about to leave, I stack up on plate armors until my capacity is full. When you're killing bone beasts and skinning them, there's 2 ways of doing so. The first method would be to kill the bone beasts and continue moving along and kill more bone beasts and return to the corpse of the first bone beast as soon as you're sure you can skin it. The problem with this method is that it requires a proper short-term memory, which isn't something I have. Eventually I just killed the bone beast and stood next to it until I could skin it. This way I could make sure I didn't miss any of the bone beasts. The downside of this method is that you kill fewer monsters in the same time, which means fewer experience points per hour. I guess it all comes down to personal preference and if you have a solid short-term memory or not. Now for the statistics. During this hunting session I gained around 160k experience per hour, which I think is pretty solid. When I started to wait at the corpses of Bonebeasts to skin them, the experience rate dropped down to about 120k experience per hour. I've hunted there for about an hour and a half. I wasted about 19k gold on supplies, 14k on drill bolts and 5k on strong mana potions. I looted 5k in gold, 1.6k in plate armors. I looted 9 hardened bones, which isn't really much, but I sold them for 10k. I got 3.3k on bony tails and I looted 1 Bonebeast trophy, which sells for around 6k gold. All in all, this means I got around 7k profit. This isn't too bad, but not too good either. Usually I get a little more hardened bones, so if you get enough of those, you should be fine. Alright ladies and gentlemen, that will be it. If you liked what you have seen or if it was helpful to you, please hit the like button. And if you are new here and you would like to see more in the future, hit the subscribe button right after. I also have a Facebook page and a Twitter account. You can also follow me there if you like, so you will always be notified when I upload a new video. If you haven't already, you can check out these 2 videos. The left one is my latest Tibia movie, in which I do a little hunt in the Liberty Bay cult cave. The right one is the first episode of Memory Lane, in which I take a look at Age of Conan, a game I used to play, to see why I moved on from it in the first place. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. My name has been Moranah and I will see you next time.